Hey everyone, today we are back with American Truck Simulator. It's been a number of weeks, so it's nice to be back here behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler. Today we will be using this Freightliner 122 sleeper to haul a John Deere 8R tractor. We'll be hauling the John Deere tractor from Bend, Oregon to Kennewick, Washington. We have a long haul oversized load. It's all chained down. We did throw a few flags on it and we have all of the permits ready to go. Let's hop on inside the cab, get the Freightliner fired on up and hit the road. We got the engine all fired up here and we'll get rolling here. We're just leaving this farm. We're in Central Oregon right now, Bend, and we have a pretty long haul here for us. It's almost 3 p.m. We should be getting there almost before sunset, and this is one pretty huge farm we are heading out of, but it's nice to be back here in ATS. I've been getting a lot of requests to do more of these videos, and I will try to do one every week for you guys, along with the hot shot trucking videos as well. But wow, this is a pretty big farm. Looks like the farmer does have a number of tractors, but also looks like he does have a plane over there, which is a pretty neat thing. Having to take a few of these turns a bit wide, we have a huge oversized load. I think this is our first oversized load in a number of hauls. I don't think we do too many of these, so it's nice for this fun challenge. Now this is definitely one pretty neat setup here. I am a big fan of these Freightliners. I think the body style does look really nice here on the front end. But let's hop on the first person view. Entering the main road here is definitely going to be tricky. It looks like there's a lot of traffic. We're almost kind of right before rush hour. Wow, a lot of semis on the road here today. That was a pretty tough turn we just turned out of there. I had to wait like 5 minutes for the roads to open on up here, but with the ATS, I really want to get back into doing a lot more of these. These are a lot of fun for me, just doing some trucking here. It's a pretty realistic game, but look at this farm, guys. This was right where we were, but wow, they have so much cattle, so much farm fields, and that's a pretty big farm operation here. Now, if you guys do want to see some farm time-lapse videos, I do recommend you head over to Square Farms. I am trying to upload every few days over there as well, but it is a lot of fun to do. Wow, John Deere combine, lots of hay bales, straw bales, and looks like we have corn over there as well. So we are heading from Oregon today to Washington. I think we made this trip a few times before here, which is nice. And it looks like I definitely need to kind of look at, to kind of see what's happening with the engine. This is an older Freightliner. I did buy it used. Sometimes you do run into little things like that here. Let's see, just to double check. Almost thought we had to make that turn. Luckily I didn't, because turning around an oversized load is always a little tricky. And we are going to have to watch our mirrors here because we need to make sure we don't get too close to the guardrail, and we're actually in oncoming traffic. It's kind of hard sometimes on these small narrow roads to really navigate through them. Oh yeah, we'll have to watch this one. We have cars coming down this hill. Can't really see us beforehand. Well, wow, we're right there on the solid double yellow. But I hope everyone's been having a fantastic day so far. 2021 is a few days away, and I can't wait for the start of the new year. It's going to be a pretty epic year for the channel. I have so many fun plans, and hopefully everything kind of works out here, and just have a great start to the new year. Oh yeah, no problem getting up here. Looks like, wow, we timed that right, boys. Look at that. We don't even have to wait for a train. That's pretty awesome. Those do take forever. Some trains are like 500 kind of carts long, and sometimes they're only like 5 or 10. But wow, kind of coming up on some new construction homes as well. But Oregon is a really nice town in ATS. Really do like it a lot here, and I definitely want to kind of do more out of here. Our main base is Arizona, and I think we'll kind of keep that, but we'll kind of keep going here. Now I'm thinking we might want to do a California stop once we get going here, but wow, a lot of traffic here today. Just took a look at the GPS. We have over 270 miles to go today. That's a pretty long haul here for us, a little bit longer than what we usually do here, but we are being paid $7,200, and I do want to let you guys know that this John Deere tractor on the back is 50,000 pounds. That's pretty heavy. Hopefully we don't have any problems, no hiccups, just a smooth ride all the way over there. But so far, this Freightliner is looking really nice here. I am a huge fan of this body style. I believe we have a few in Farm Sim, which is also pretty neat as well. Now, I think we might be going into the night just a little bit if it's only 3, and we have another like 5 hours. Maybe we'll get there before sunset. That is always the goal here, but we'll keep on continuing, and I will give you guys some updates as we continue on. We are continuing pretty well here, just trying to keep it at the speed limit here or a little bit above. But in front of us, guys, is a WRX STI here. I actually have one in real life, and I definitely want to do a lot more videos with that car. Maybe some washing videos detailing, but also kind of the ownership behind it here. I have put several thousand miles on the car, and I've really been enjoying the car. It's a pretty fun one, being a 6-speed manual as well, but that person in front's definitely having a pretty nice day. But this truck here is a manual. I really do like it. It's 18 speed, and so far it's been pretty good here. But if you do have any cool truck ideas, drop it down below. I really do want to use a lot more Peterbilts, maybe some more Kenworths, just kind of custom trucks. I think that's the way to go here. They're all getting on their brakes. We should definitely get on ours as well here, because stopping a semi with 50,000+ pounds is a lot of weight. It takes a lot of braking here, but I definitely want to do another video with a Tesla semi. I've been looking into that. Hopefully it gets brought over to the latest version of ATS, and that's one thing I've noticed. Once the new version of ATS, the latest update comes out, a lot of the mods that I have no longer work with the previous updates. Hopefully something there could be fixed, kind of worked on out to make it a little bit easier here for us. But we'll continue on here. I've been just eating a few snacks here, some Doritos, some having a few Pepsis, a few bottles of water, so we're good. And it looks like we'll be getting there right before 9 p.m., which is definitely where we want to be. Our permits don't want us out there at night, but we gotta get this tractor to Washington by the end of today for the new farmer. We're just passing through a nice small town here. That's another big part of this game that I really do like. Those kind of small towns in America, they're really cool to drive through, the country buildings and things like that. But we're coming up here on another farm, and you can actually see some pretty big silos over there. It looks like a lot of farmland on either side, but that's great to see here. And I definitely want to do a lot more with the farming series. I will be live later on this week if you guys would like to go check it on out. But there we go, guys. Wow, that does look pretty sweet here, but we'll continue on. Looks like the roads are getting a bit windier. We'll have to be pretty careful here, but no problems. And sometimes these oversized loads are a bit tricky, but so far today it's been pretty good. But wow, look at all those windmills over there, definitely taking the wind and turning that into electricity, which is nice to see. We're coming up on 180 miles left here in the haul. We're making really good progress, and it looks like the sun is starting to set here, but it's only 6, so we still have about 3 more hours here. But you guys can see we're coming up on yet another farm here. Lots of farms in Oregon, and even a few here in Washington. But if you do have any cool video ideas here for me, please let me know. I really do like using your ideas here for upcoming videos, and they're a lot of fun here. But I definitely want to play a lot more games on the channel like Minecraft. I definitely want to play the new Forza Horizon. That's going to be a very fun game as well. Maybe some more Snow Runner and different games like that as well. But we'll just kind of continue on the road. I got my headlights on now, and we should be able though to get it hopefully before maybe 9 or even 10 p.m. tonight. But we'll just have to see how it goes. I don't think we'll run into too much heavy traffic. I'm thinking that we'll stop coming up here at this gas station. We'll get fueled on up with diesel since we do have a pretty long haul. I want to make sure we're topped off here. I actually went on the brakes a little too much here, but we'll get turned on in. It doesn't look to be too busy as well, which is always helpful. There are a few lines here, but let's see. We should be able to go to pump. Oh, perfect. Looks like a few people are waiting there, but let's see how much diesel is. Now, the other question is, are we going to be able to kind of fit here? It's going to be a tight one. Let's just take a quick look. Oh yeah, awesome. Well, that actually works out pretty well here for us. Let's see if we could get going here on the gas. Probably a little too forward, but let's see what's gonna happen. Here we go. Diesel prices is $2.57. That is pretty cheap, I will have to say. Let's get going on filling this tank up, and let's see how much it is. To fill up these big semis, it costs a lot of money, but wow, we only needed 22 gallons, $58. I'm a bit surprised. Usually we do spend a lot more here at the pumps. We'll get the Freightliner fired back on up, and we'll head back out onto the road. We're coming up on 2 hours left here, and it's just past 7:20, so we have probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock as our arrival time, and it's just taking a little bit longer than usual, but no problem. We'll be able to get there, and I still think we are within the window. They wanted it by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, so getting it in tonight's definitely the way to go here. But you guys can see, kind of going at night is actually a pretty nice thing. There's a lot less traffic, a lot less people just on the road in general, and we're getting going here. looks like people are really getting on the brakes here. Wow, looks like these trucks are having trouble merging here, but we'll kind of continue on, and we'll catch you back with another update. We're coming up on a pretty big bridge off exit 179 here. Look at that semi over there. That's going to be us here in a few moments. And that's another thing with driving all over the country. You get to go to some pretty unique areas, especially ones like up here on this bridge. You guys can see, just look at this landscape. It is pretty epic. And American Truck Sim, the overall game, is really good about this here. But we're getting closer and closer. We're only about, I would say, another hour out from drop off here. The Freightliner's been doing pretty good here. Although I do have an engine light on, I'm gonna have to take it to the service center to get it checked on out here. But other than that, seems to be just doing a really good job, and I am going about the speed limit, if not a few miles over at times. And usually though, I try to stay within the speed limits of the road. We're coming up on less than 20 miles left here, getting off the freeway, and more than likely we are taking some back roads, guys, since it's just past 9:20 here. Now, our permit lets us haul until midnight, so we still do have a few more hours left here, but it looks like we're just getting off, and we're only about 15 miles up the road here. I can see the drop-off destination coming up here, so we're just around the corner from it, which is pretty nice. I will have to say this Freightliner has done a really nice job here. I really do like the sleepers as well. They do come in pretty handy, especially like this. We'll get this dropped off, and we'll actually probably stay the night, maybe at a local truck stop here, and we'll catch a new haul in the morning here. But like it did touch upon, guys, I want to do a lot more American Truck Sim for all of you guys. It's a lot of fun. Maybe even do some American Truck Sim live streams. I think that would also be a pretty neat thing to do as well. Oh yeah, looks like we're almost going to be right on 10 p.m., which is no problem, and looks like we are coming up here on the drop-off, so I don't think I'll get it backed in. I think I will put the camera down before that, because this might take a little bit of time if it is a pretty narrow area, but you guys can see almost kind of right where we projected to be as well for timing, which is not too bad. We're turning into the farm now. Looks to be a pretty big farm here. Wow, a lot of tractors. You guys can see that is a pretty big shop over there, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's American Truck Sim video. Getting to use the Freightliner 122 sleeper to haul an oversized John Deere R-Series tractor. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next one, and subscribe for more.